Hello, I am Alex Vantassel,
And I'm Chance Beaver.
and this is our Digital 3 project for Professor Scott Tippens, Digital 3 Spring 2017. It's called Wait for It. Do you want to explain it, Chance?
So the idea behind this project is centralized on the Weight Watchers point system. A given food at a certain weight gives someone so many points. And these points are used and accrued throughout the day to assess someone's diet and help keep track of the food that they intake throughout the day. And so what this scale will do will allow the user to track the amount of points that they have in a meal. And so Alex is now going to go through a demonstration of how this project works.
Alright, so you can scroll through the menu here. You have 9 different categories. So let's select some meat, and each category has 9 different items on it. And you use the numbers on the screen to match up with the keypad here to make a selection. So let's select ground beef. And so first thing we're going to do is put an empty dish on the scale. So we'll simulate that with a pocket knife. We'll put that on the display. Switch it over to grams, and we can see it change a little bit. So when you press enter, it zeroes it out. And now the screen is telling you to put the food in the dish and hit enter when done. So let's take something with a little more weight to it. Alright, so now that we've tared it out with that knife, that's the weight of the plate, we're going to use this calculator to simulate the weight of some fried chicken. So we put that on there, it's about 70 grams, and that's going to give you a handful of points. So we're going to confirm that. And it's going to add those points over to the total side and remember the last known points. So now let's go and scroll down on the screen here over to grains, that's number 4. We're going to scroll down to macadamia nuts, number 8. We're going to tear out what's already on the plate, the plate and the chicken. And now we're going to put some car keys on here to represent some nuts. And we're going to get 5 points this time. So we confirmed that. Oh, it just jumped up to 7 points. 6, 7. So we're going to confirm that, and it's going to add the 10 points that it settled on over to the 6 points from earlier, and it's going to remember the last one was 10. So now let's say we want to take those nuts off. We're going to go to grains, macadamia nuts, tear the weight on here, take the keys off, and that's going to give us negative weight on it. Hit enter, and the points are going to jump down. There's a brightness knob over on the side to adjust the brightness of the 7 segments. Since, if it's a dark room, it might be easier to have it be darker, or, brighter to be easier to see in the daytime. There is also, let's clear off the plate. Alright, so one other cool feature that we have is the ability to calibrate it. So on this side over here, calibration switch. Click the switch on. And then up on the LCD over here, it's going to tell you to clear the plate and hit enter. So that'll set the 0 point. And now we're going to put the 5-pound weight on it. And now we're going to put the 5-pound weight on the top. And that tells it what 5 pounds is. So let's confirm that. It says thank you. Now flip the calibration switch to go back to the main menu. So we're going to cut the calibration switch back off. And now let's pull up a scale, put it on ounces mode to see the weight of this 5-pounder. That should be about 80 ounces, so let's tear it out. Put this up here, and we're reading pretty close to 80 ounces there. So that's how we can calibrate it. And this can go between grams and ounces at any time. So that's about 2 kilograms. And notice that it doesn't affect the point reading. It's just the units, and it will change the LEDs over here and turn on and off the decimal for grams or ounces. Let's confirm that. Actually, let's pull a scale back up and show off our reset. So even if it's in the middle of a loop, if it's working on a process, something that might even be blocking the code, at any time, just any time on any menu, any functionality, you can press the reset button. And it reboots the program, starting with the designer names, and it turns off the displays over here. So in addition to rebooting it, you can also power it off. So from the main menu, you hold down the enter key for 5 seconds. And the LCD tells you it's powering off. It shuts down. And then in a couple seconds, the Raspberry Pi will finish turning off. And then you can just click the power switch over on the side here. And power's off.
And that concludes our D3 project.